Hello friends, we were discussing about admission of a partner, right? And in the last lecture, we discussed about sacrificing ratio. What is a sacrificing ratio? It is the ratio in which the old partners sacrifice some part of the share in favor of a new partner, right? So there are old partners, they sacrifice profits in favor of new partner. Clear? So this is the sacrificing ratio. In the sacrificing ratio, we discussed about two cases. Case 1 was where only share of new partner is given, right? So what we are given is only the share of the new partner and the old profit sharing ratio of old partners. In that case, we assume that the old partners sacrifice in old ratio. What we assume is sacrifice is in old ratio. Second case was where the old profit sharing ratio and new profit sharing ratio is given. Then how to calculate sacrificing ratio? Sacrificing ratio is equal to old share of a partner minus the new share of a partner. Right? So if the old share is more than the new share, then there is a sacrifice. If it is a reversal, that means a new share is more than the old share, then it is a gain for partner, right? Remember one thing, that in this process of sacrificing, even an old partner can gain to some extent, right? So write down this note: if sacrificing ratio is negative, when it will be negative? If the new share is more than old share, then it is a gain for a partner. Clear? Make another note. In this process, an old partner can also gain. Okay, so if we are given the old profit sharing ratio and the new profit sharing ratio, we will calculate the sacrificing ratio like this, right? Old share minus new share of the partner. And if the sacrificing ratio is negative, that means the new share is more than the old share, then it is a gain for a partner. And in this process, an old partner can also gain. Clear? Now let's see case number 3 now. Case number 3. Case number 3 says that new partner acquires the share by surrender of a fraction of shares by old partners. Now, if you have gone through the previous lecture, you will easily correlate this case with case number 4 of the calculation of the new profit sharing ratio. Refer to lecture number 55. That the old partners surrender a particular fraction of their shares in favor of a new partner. I'll quickly repeat the process. Like this is a pizza divided into 2 slices, 1 and 2. There are 2 partners A and B. This is A's plate and this is B's plate. This is slice number 1, this is slice number 2 lying in B's plate. Now a friend C joins them and he asks for 1/4 of this slice and 1/4 of this slice. That is, he is acquiring 1/4 of the share of A and 1/4 of B. Clear? So a new partner acquires the share by surrender of a fraction of shares by old partners. C is getting 1/4 of this one slice of pizza, and from B he is also getting 1/4 of this one slice of pizza. Clear? So let's see an example on this. So there are 2 partners A and B. They are sharing profits in the ratio of 5:3. The question further says A surrenders 1/20th of his share. C is the new partner, okay, and B surrenders 1/24th of his share. Now what they are doing is they are surrendering a particular fraction of their old profits, right? So what is A's share? A's share is 5/8. What is A's sacrifice? The question says he is sacrificing 1/20th of his share. His share is 5/8 into 20. Clear? So this comes to 1/32. Now what is B's share? B's share is 3/8. What is B's sacrifice? He says B sacrifices 1/24th of his share. So B sacrifices share into 1/24. Clear? This comes to 1/64. So what is the sacrificing ratio between old partners? Sacrificing ratio will always be among the old partners. 1/32 ratio 1/64, or I can say 2:1. Clear? So this is the sacrificing ratio among the old partners A and B. Clear? This is case 4, where the old partners sacrifice a particular fraction of their share in favor of the new partner. Clear? So this is all we have for the sacrificing ratio. We discussed all the three cases. The case number 1 was only the share of new partner is given, then we assume that the sacrifice by the old partners is in old ratio, right? Then if we are given the old profit sharing ratio and the new profit sharing ratio, then sacrificing ratio is equal to old share minus the new share of a partner. If the sacrificing ratio is negative, the sacrifice is negative. What it means? If the sacrifice is negative, it means that you are gaining something, right? If we are given the old profit sharing ratio and the new profit sharing ratio, in that process even an old partner can gain if his new share is more than his old share. Clear? Then the third case is new partner acquires the share by surrender of a particular fraction of shares by old partners, right? Like I told you, in the pizza there are two slices, 1 and 2, one slice in A's plate and one slice in B's plate, and C acquires 1/4 of A slice and 1/4 of B's slice, right? So what it means, that A is surrendering a particular fraction of that slice of pizza, that is a profit, right? So we have done this example. You can write this down for the calculation of sacrificing ratio. With this we end the sacrificing ratio topic. Clear? So in the next lecture we'll start our discussion on goodwill and its treatment in case of admission of a partner. Now friends, before starting this lecture, I'll recommend you to go through the lecture numbers 31 to 40 on goodwill, to have a good view on what is a goodwill, right? Then this topic will be easy to understand if you have good knowledge on what is goodwill, how we value goodwill. There are various methods for the valuation of goodwill: average profit, super profits, capitalization method. So if you have a good knowledge on those topics, then this topic will become very easy for you to understand, right? So in the next lecture we will start with goodwill and its treatment in case of admission of a partner. Thank you friends.